Me, man, team ain't that good. Team ain't that good, man. You gotta take it easy on us. We only like a 84, man. We went down.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers.
You don't need that, though.
Tiger Stadium.
You got fucking Harlem Berry.
The SEC, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers.
I seen that nigga, 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 change direction, 99 every fuck thing.
The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather.
You know, this is my second year in a row in Death Valley.
Kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
You better fucking run. You better fucking run.
Fucking go. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Just like we do it up.
First here in the season opener.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the run, it's Berry. He breaks a tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think
he's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Touchdown saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Chris, you and I were talking about this
Like, what
before
kind
the
of
game.
shit
How
is
is this
that?
defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Makes the catch. It's Berry. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again.
Fucking win it out. Throw it to a tiny ass motherfucker, and he just catch that bitch.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
He's the fastest.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's kind of pretty bad.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection
This
between
nigga should have been fucking
wide receiver,
punting.
you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. They wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche.
Block
These
every
players
fucking
really
play.
have bought in.
Niggas
This
made like
coaching
3
staff
tackles
and
for
the
loss
message
already.
of
How the
what they're
fuck is he
preaching.
unblocked?
They all believe they can do something very special this season.
What the fuck is the tackle running by him?
They
I
are
can't see
calling
him.
for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Williams looking for a man. He'll pull it down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk
This
that
nigga
to
has
get
made
this first.
every fucking
That's a
tackle in a
big-time
run play.
leadership
What
play.
the fuck
by
is
the
going on?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in. It's gained. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got his man. Touchdown, Cougars. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Fucking go Cougars.
Timely decisions.
Yeah, we changed up some shit on campus. These niggas ain't virgin.
That marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think
Yeah,
about it.
it's a new BYU. We bought a bunch of prostitutes, brought them on campus. These niggas got their rocks off before the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
I mean, you do
They'll
right
put this
too.
one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play,
Come
but
on,
they
man.
couldn't
You know
hook
who
up.
that is that came over there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the
He
game.
plays for you, man. You know who that is. It's the ticket himself.
The ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him.
Man, hell nah.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
They just
Quickly
make
to
the
the
tackle.
tight end.
That's
And
what
they'll
we got.
stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
You gotta keep a foot in, nigga. Like, come on, man.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of one. When we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the back. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Stop is made almost immediately, giving one to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to pass. It's Buckmeyer. Throws to the wideout.
Man. Okay, bro.
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Steps away to find some room. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Big makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give from the gun. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the missed connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Starting to feel a little pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Hit as he throws. This one's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On the move. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 24 over Texas State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams will pass. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. Timing is everything.
Hey, shout out your boy, man. Shout out the
Mexican.
Mexican.
Perfect, and it winds up being a touchdown. They were gearing up for the return, but no return to be had. A little trickeration, some chicanery leads to the rushing touchdown off the fake punt.
And it's always interesting to watch these fakes because it's guys that don't touch the football all the time. And they get to run it. You see guys trying to tackle him. But how about that? When he makes normal defensive guys look silly, takes it all the way to the house. Nice call, nice change-up, nice individual effort by that young man.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's buried. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Grabs over the middle. It's Collier. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Now improvising. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Yo, did you fucking catch everything on the game? Like, damn, bro.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him. And that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams looking for a man. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the ground, it's Riley. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep them.
There he goes! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Sims.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
If If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Snap in the shotgun. That's a fly. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That's it, fine. He's got an open man. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gonna run it. It's gain. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one, but Jones is just jam-packed today. But the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over the Rebels. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Williams looking for a man. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Armour. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Grab near the sticks, it's Collier. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sims. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Catch in stride inside the 15. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Bro, really? What the fuck kind of animation is that?
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively.
Listen, I've been saying some bad words the whole time. That's the slight shit out there.
He's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with... Breaks into the open. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the tag.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this shit, man?
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Williams looking for a man. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that.
Oh, he's got some space. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, BYU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Berry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. This quarterback part of their running game.
Let's fucking go, DJ Pickett! Let's fucking go!
Turn it over on downs.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Williams will pass. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Big BYU in this bitch.
They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, Now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible.
That's
this offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup.
Big BYU in this bitch. Not the little ones. These ain't virgins on this campus.
They're up 14 over
These
Iowa.
real niggas. White boys wearing do-rags.
Of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds his man. It's Collier. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it along the sideline. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Right down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a
Come on, Rhonda.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return.
All we needed was a year.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And Powell about to work up front.
And Nick, you can go to hell. I'm not sitting down. You don't know what Ron put me through last season.
Card in the backfield. It's Gage. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
The ball is out behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Now the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They cheated.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And despite the missed field goal, the lead still at 16 points. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just too much much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep
Man,
so
there are
good
defensive
tonight.
players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Yeah, don't be on that Bama kid.
Shot late in the game.
Come on, man.
What
He
a
can take it
spectacular
first time.
grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
These ain't the virgins that was playing last year. Are y'all not entertained? Come on. Come on. This team's still a 99. Mine a 94. Come on. Are y'all not entertained? Stop playing. That's all we needed is a season. That's all we needed. Now we're about to get our ass whooped the rest of the season.